Be totally honest with me, ladies and gentlemen. How much Overwatch are you playing right now? And are you playing other games? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stylosa and this is Unit Lost. And what about the idea of an Overwatch Battle Royale mode? Now, I know you're probably thinking, Sty, that would never work in Overwatch. And you're totally right, it wouldn't. And this is not, oh my god, there is a Battle Royale mode. This is more of a discussion video to just sort of speak about what is going on with Overwatch right now. Because I think there is a severe amount of competitive fatigue among most of the player base. And just, well, Overwatch fatigue in general. Because if you look at Overwatch, you look at the ways you can play this game. Yeah, there actually is a lot of ways you can play this game. And this video might be a little bit rich with me going, oh, you know, give us another game mode or something else to do, which I guess is probably the point of this video, more so than, oh, just give us a Battle Royale mode. But you've got arcade, you've got all of the various game modes there. You've got obviously competitive, you've got quick play, you've got custom games. There's a lot you can do really with Overwatch. But is it enough? This is the thing, right? I want you to look at your season, let's say 2 or 3 playtime if you guys play competitive. Or even just look at your playtime in the stats, it doesn't really matter. And then compare it to the current playtime that you've got. I bet you it's lower. Now, why is that the case? Okay, there's loads of things with, I don't know, balance and stuff like that. You could basically talk all day about certain heroes being buffed and nerfed, certain heroes needing buffs and nerfs, and all of that good or bad stuff depending on which way you look at it. But what are you doing with your free time? Like, what has actually happened? You know, I'm going to be totally honest here. This season of competitive, I think I've played it around about as much as I played last season. I haven't touched Steak Bake, although I recently renamed that account to Stylosa because I had to do some secretive filming with the Stylosa name. You guys will see some of that in the future. But I've played about the same as I played last season, which isn't a great deal compared to the season before, or even the season before that, where I was playing like a massive amount of games. Now, I don't know, like, is this just a case of, oh, it's Overwatch? You know, it's getting on a little bit now. It's been out for a few years, I suppose. Maybe we're just not spending as much time playing it, or maybe we're playing different games. Now, it's a no surprise to people if you look around that PUBG is obviously a very popular game, but so is Fortnite as well. And what links these games together is the fact they're Battle Royale games. And obviously before these games you had DayZ, which, yeah, DayZ's kind of dead now anyway. And you had H1Z1 or Z1, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you hail from in the world. But right now you've got Fortnite and you've got PUBG, wildly popular games. And I've been playing a lot of these games myself, especially Fortnite. I actually kind of prefer Fortnite to PUBG, I think. Although PUBG is obviously a different take on the Battle Royale compared to Fortnite. Obviously, Fortnite's got construction and bits and pieces like that. But with PUBG, especially on the new map, which is actually way more optimized than the other map, it's quite enjoyable. Anyway, who cares about those games? What I'm saying is, the time I would have spent grinding out competitive or playing in the arcade or whatever, I am now noticing I'm actually playing other games. So then that got me thinking, what other games am I actually playing? And it is Battle Royale based games. So what if Overwatch had a Battle Royale mode? So let's just speculate for a second here. Now, I don't believe this is ever going to happen, but if it did, how the hell would this actually happen? Well, they'd have to have a big map. You think of Overwatch. Overwatch is set in the real world, just in the future. So you could have, like, in theory, large areas that they could design. It's probably impossible to do this based on their current engine, because their engine is most likely designed for, well, the game that Overwatch is, because why would you design an engine to do something that Overwatch isn't? So this is all stuff which is probably going to be impossible to implement. So anyway, they need a large map. Then how would you handle the collection of loot? The collection of items, because everybody, you know, there's heroes in the game. You can't just spawn in as Mercy and then like pick up Soldier 76's kit or Widowmaker's kit, which might be super strong. You know, I don't know, it'd be crazy. But do you think it could actually work? So let's just forget about Battle Royale for a second, and let's think about other types of game modes and other ways you guys think Overwatch could possibly bring you back to the fold of playing more of the game. Maybe I'm just completely missing the point here. Maybe I've got it totally wrong. Maybe people still are playing Overwatch. Do let me know in the comments below. Well, obviously people are playing Overwatch, but I mean in the same sort of capacity they were playing it, you know, even a couple of months ago, before maybe other games were available to play. But yeah, imagine if you had different game modes, because right, competitive's okay, but we play a lot of the same maps. You know, we can't expect them to make new maps all of the time and give us like 5 new maps at once or whatever just to spice it up competitive. That's never really going to happen because of how long it takes to make these things. But maybe it just literally is a case of people moving on to other stuff. I don't know. If we talk about League of Legends for a second, this game is a game everybody, like, people play League of Legends, don't they? And they play it quite a lot. And they might go and play other games, but they're still going to play a couple of games of League of Legends. At least that's kind of the impression I get. Now, of course, I don't really have any hard evidence to talk about this. It's more just feeling those communities in a way and talking to other people. When I talk to Overwatch people, and actually it's very good to see this in the Unit Lost Discord, because it's a very large Discord server with tens of thousands of members, and you will see people talking about Overwatch. And they'll say things like, you know, I used to play Overwatch 2 or 3 hours a day. Now I barely play it for 20 minutes a day. I just go into the arcade, I do my loot box wins, and then I just sort of leave. Like, I don't really do anything else. There's no, like, real incentive. So this is what I want to end this video on. The incentive to play Overwatch. I think this might be one of the issues people don't really play as much as they used to. Now we're at a point where people have got pretty high-leveled accounts. So they've probably got most of the items that they want, most of the skins, most of the voice lines, the sprays, whatever, for the heroes they've got. They've probably played enough of the game to be like, okay, I kind of understand Overwatch. I only really played it because I was looking to level up my account. I was looking to earn loot boxes. I was like to sort of upgrade myself in a way. But now, like, well, I've kind of done that. I mean, if you look at one of my accounts, I've got, let's say if I was a Tracer main, I have every item for Tracer. So the game then just becomes like, all right, I don't really have anything to look forward to. I mean, for me, it's a bit different because I like to play competitive and I like to try and, like, increase my SR and play together as a team and look at ways that the meta's changing and the game's changing, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of just playing together as a team. But I think the fact is, a lot of people do need other types of incentives. What about if they started bringing out different rewards that you could spend competitive points on, but competitive points weren't actually linked to competitive? Maybe you just got points for playing the game, which I guess you kind of do in a way, right, when you look at gold and stuff. So maybe you could just say gold, right? So if you just take gold and then you use that to buy different weapon skins and stuff like that, maybe that could be some sort of incentive to bring people back. But I don't know. But I do think a Battle Royale mode in Overwatch probably never will happen. But if it did, it probably would be wildly successful, because when you look at the different types of games, you've got the hero shooter, which Blizzard is obviously the king of. But then you've got, well, Battle Royale games, and there's quite a few big Battle Royale games out there. And I'm pretty sure people's playtime is starting to be sort of spread between these games, which, whether for good or for bad, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. You let me know about this in the comments below. Guys, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. It's been a bit of a discussion on what's going on with Overwatch, and, well, could we ever see a Battle Royale mode in the game? And do let me know in the comments below if you think it could happen, and even if you would play it or you think it would be a bad idea. All right, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. You can subscribe to the channel. I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost, and I will catch you on the next one. Oh, and have a very Merry Christmas.